the Fit2Box best head guards in the world. Hello and welcome to Fit2Box. I'm Coach Simon, and here on Fit2Box I bring you all things boxing equipment. I am a full-time boxing coach. I'm a level 2 England boxing trainer, and here at Telford Amateur Boxing Club, not only do I do the testing, but other people do the testing of all the equipment that I review, rate and rank. And today I'm going to do my list of the best cheek head guards and the best face saver head guards out there on the market. Just a little word on my lists, and that is, these are lists that I put together and they are my preferences. I've tried all the head guards all across the ranges, all across the price ranges, and this is my lists that I've come out with for my preferences. Obviously, if you look at a head guard and you don't like the look of it, you ain't going to buy it because I'm saying it's the champion. My lists are there to help you, and I'll try and group all of the good gear in one place so you can then pick the best gear for you. I'm not saying go out and get my champion. I'm not saying go out and get my contender number 1 or number 2 or number 3, but somewhere in these lists will be the perfect head guard for you, and hopefully my reviews and also my lists will point you in the right direction. Let's start off with the cheek head guard list. Joint number 3, we have got the Phenom MSHG245. This is their microfiber head guard. They have got a leather head guard, which I'll come onto later on in the list. But this microfiber version, really fantastic. I gave it 4 stars. I was very, very impressed. Also, joint number 3 is the winning FG 2900, and this is the OG, the daddy of all cheek head guards, copied by many. I do think that it's a classic design. I really like the lightness of it. I like the colours it comes in. I like how it looks, and I love the protection. It's made special, of course, because of those cheek bars at the front that sort of protect the nose. Absolutely fantastic head guard, and I rated this 4 stars. Contender number 2, and that is the rival RHG 100. Again, rated it 4 stars. Really fantastic head guard, great protection, looks great. Really do like what rival do with their head guards, and I do think that this is their best one. Contender number 1, and it is that previously mentioned leather version of the Phenom head guard. This is the SHG 250, absolutely superb head guard. As with all Phenom products, really well made, very, very comfortable, lightweight and super protective when it comes to a cheek head guard. I love this head guard. I have rated it outstanding at 4 Fit2Box stars. And then we come on to the champion, and the champion is from Hit and Move, the Air Armour Precision. Absolutely superb. Love the way it looks. It's very hit and move in the way that it looks. It's got that sort of turtle sort of design on it. Very protective. Really do like what it does because it's a very small head guard, which means that some of the blows that you will get caught with some of the other head guards in my list, you won't get caught with this one because of the slimline version that it is. Very, very good for slipping shots. It's as if you haven't got a head guard on. The protection on it is really, really good. And also, I do know that Hit and Move are also working on an improvement to that padding in this head guard. So I can only tell you that this is already the champion. But down the line, is Hit and Move going to topple itself once again? I gave this head guard 5 Fit2Box stars. I really, really rate it. I'm not paid by any brands, as you know, out there. Hit and Move doesn't pay me for reviews, but I do give credit where credit is due. This head guard is superb. It really is. I've given it 5 Fit2Box stars for a reason. If I am sparring and I want a cheek head guard, this is the cheek head guard that I am currently grabbing for. Okay, let's go on to the face saver, the face bar list. I've got joint number 4, and that is the Phenom FS HG 250. 4 stars I gave this head guard, very protective. Really like what they've done again. Phenom come in some great colours, really well made, and they are tying joint 4th with the winning FG 5000. Again, the classic winning OG when it comes to their head guards, copied by so many other brands. This really was the original gangster, but I have to say, I do think over the last few years, there's other brands and other head guards that have overtook this. And much as I love this head guard, I've got a gold one myself, but I am not using it as much as I used to because some of the other head guards on this list are the ones that I'm grabbing for. Contender number 3, and that is the Fly Superbar X. This is their synthetic version, it's their cheaper version, but the smallness of the design, the amount of vision means that I rate this very, very highly at 4 Fit2Box stars. Contender number 2, and that is the Fly Superbar. Okay, love this when it come out. This is a former champion, really great vision, great sort of profile, how small it is, find it very, very comfortable and very protective as well. A really top head guard, and I have got this as 5 Fit2Box stars. And then contender number 1, a slight variation of that previous head guard again, and this was the Fly Superbar Lightning with sort of the jaggedy design. I just think it looks super cool. Also, it's on the basis of the original Superbar. As you can see from my list, I really do like this head guard. I do favour it over that sort of winning FG 5000 design, which not only winning do, but lots of other brands do. And so with this one, contender number 1, the Fly Superbar Lightning. Once again, Fly doesn't pay me, never have paid me for reviews. And so these lists are totally based on merit. And so contender number 1, the Fly Superbar Lightning. And then that brings me on to the champion. And once again, it is Hit and Move. Their face saver is superb. Fantastic design, looks cool, feels cool, performs very, very well. Really, really great vision, I have to say, and is very small in profile, very much like the profile of the Fly Superbar. And because of that, the ability to slip shots is for me as important as protection. And so when people say, oh, you know, is it got thick enough protection? The fact that you can get a big, massive head guard with massive padding that you will get punched because when you move your head, the head guard is still pretty much there. With this head guard, you move your head, you slip the shot, you don't even receive that blow. And I think that is part of the protection score for me when it comes to these head guards is how lightweight they are, how small they are, how protective they are. All comes into one section because if the blow doesn't hit your head, then it's not a damaging blow. And for me, defense is always very important. And I always say to the guys here, no free shots. We don't want to be giving away free shots. And these head guards, I think sometimes are looked at as if they are a crash helmet, as if like they can just take blow after blow after blow. That's not what I sort of say. I am definitely one when it comes to if you can make them miss the head guard totally, that is fantastic. And the vision on this head guard really does mean that you get to see most of the blows that are coming. Yeah, you have got a bar, but I don't think at this stage you could get any better vision than this in a face bar. And then finishing off, when it comes to the other head guards that are out there, we at the gym, we've got a load of these Adidas cheek head guards, and those are the ones that if you come to the gym and you want to spar, you haven't got your own head guard, we use those. And the reason we've got those is they're about 50, 60 pounds. They're great head guards for that price. Really, really like them. And also, I can tell you, they've been used by thousands and thousands of people. They really do stand the test of time. And so I really like those. When those are finished, I think I'll probably, for the club, replace those head guards with the same ones again. And then when it comes to competition, a lot of the lads and the girls here have bought Sting because Sting is the head guards they have to use in the later stages of the competitions here in England. So they like to get used to the actual head guard that they will be using, and I totally get that. I prefer the Adidas head guard, but I also get why you would buy the Sting one, because that's what you want to be wearing in them sort of finals, semi-finals and quarter-finals. So I totally get it. I really do think that if you're an amateur boxer, it's a great idea to buy both a red and a blue IBA headguard. I really do think that is a great investment for you. You haven't got to borrow the clubs, you haven't got to borrow the tournaments if they're supplying any headguards. You can have your own headguard that is specifically fitted to you. So check out fit2boxchannel.com. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit2Box, and I shall speak to you soon.